That's a good level, actually.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Ashton, you want to talk?
Okay.
Yeah, you're... What?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Look at those shapes.
I like it.
Okay.
Wow, wow, wow.
So, we're talking about prediction. What we're... The future, the 2017... What 2017 has in store for gaming and VR.
Yeah.
Or is that too much?
Can see how it goes.
We'll start with...
'Cause I know this much about VR.
I know, but that's where you should
it'll
be
like
asking
a
the questions.
learning experience.
That's a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you the ways.
Yeah.
It would be
Nice.
great if we had it here. You could put it on, and then I could guide your hands from behind you.
Kind of like Swayze.
Is there
Yeah,
a
like I'd be
is
your
there a
Swayze.
pool
And then you kick
simulator
them
that
down
you
the
can
stairs.
stand behind
There
me?
absolutely is. Yeah, they've got everything. Not everything. They have some things.
That's
They
pretty
have
cool.
a few things. This is just like a good way to catch up. Like people do family emails and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like, oh, like this week, my daughter had an abortion. But it's like,
It looked like it was going to be a cute kid.
you know what I mean? Like they do like a little update about the things that are going on, and this could be a different way to do it. If you got like,
That's how we start off with, hey, what's been going on?
It's a
But it
hell of
hasn't
a
been natural.
family email
Yeah.
vibe.
you know, I was gonna tell you in person, but I figured an email might be a better way to do it. But like now I can imagine like my mom and her brothers and sister just hanging out and like doing a pot. That would be amazing.
Oh my. Just
that,
like
that
get your
would
parents,
that would be amazing actually.
old people podcast.
Yeah, but like just because I know so little about like my grandparents and about like
yeah.
family and all that other shit, because whenever they tell it's so boring.
Yeah.
But then if they were in this kind of format where they could like sit around and recant stories,
That would be actually amazing.
I think that's kind of a cool idea. Write that down. That's like a good social media hashtag.
Honestly, that's
Old people podcast.
see what happens.
Yeah.
You get a little bit of creative freedom, and you come up with gold right like
Yeah,
that.
thanks.
Hashtag
Thanks,
OPP.
man.
Nothing will
Yeah.
go wrong.
OP.
You down? Hey, Mom, Dad, you down with OPP?
Old people podcast.
I think that could be a really cool idea. Like even as like a shitty business, you set up the mics and then you invite people to just like come and do like I know.
And
I mean, this guy was kind of like predatory, but my grandma did like a video.
Okay.
Oh, this sounds really bad.
No.
So yeah, she sat in her rocking chair and the guy filmed her and he asked her a whole bunch of questions and then they put it together into like this hour-long thing.
Like sappy piece or
Yeah, it was like all about her life, which is cool. But I mean, it just one old lady telling stories isn't as exciting as
a
as
group
like
of them.
as a round table
Yeah,
discussion.
you know what? That would be great. Also getting them drunk and then like throwing out topics like Trump.
Yeah.
And you want to hear the
I don't know if I want to hear what my
Hipsters.
family thinks about it. No, actually, they're
yeah.
pretty liberal. But
Yeah, your family's fine.
Yeah.
My dad just
no, it's
probably
like-
hate everyone.
Yeah.
He's getting old and cynical, but
Hold on, I'm gonna interrupt. I gotta blow my nose.
I would do that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do
Don't give me a cold.
All right, do you want to do the intro? We got to say, I'm Ashton. This is Luka.
Oh, so we hadn't started.
Well, we were
No.
recording. We're recording,
Oh,
but we
okay.
can cut it in if we
Yeah.
Oh, you are recording now?
We've been recording this whole time.
I was
Oh, I
given
like
some
it.
some good stuff.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
all
how-
there. It's all
I
there.
like how close Ashton is to his
I
mic.
know.
It's like
Well,
it's like Bob Dylan's what's it, harmonica. It's like right in your. It's right here.
he
That's
needs
right.
he needs that brace around his neck that looks like he's like a.
Gonna put a wig over this eventually so I can stroke it.
That's a good idea.
Hey
It's
there.
cute.
Hey.
All right,
Does she have
How
a
you
name?
doing?
What happens if I burp? Should I just burp directly into the microphone?
do what you want.
Sorry.
You should record that.
It's recording.
It's on
No,
there.
on your phone and use that as a soundbite.
I can do
Oh
it
yeah,
later.
do a little ISO.
That was pretty good.
I can do that later with
Get
with a little bit of cut and paste.
Yeah.
It's the beauty of technology these days.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. You can make no, I don't know.
All right,
I'll
hold
start
on.
somewhere with it.
I'm almost
Well,
there.
I can make you sound like you're saying things you're not, kind of like the Simpsons, the classic
yeah,
edit.
yeah. Mr. Simpson, no.
Yeah, I noticed you sitting on her. Sweet kid.
Roddy Peeper.
All right.
Classic episode. I got that song in my head now. It's like a
Intro?
neat little.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you hear other podcasts and like the ones that are from like professional people, and it's just way better. Their sound, like their music, they got like people who know how to make
Oh,
music.
fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
They don't have us.
Fuck 'em podcasts. Fuck everyone else.
I had this idea once for a brand called Fucking,
Okay.
and it's all the things you don't give a shit about. So it's like
Fucking
oh man,
things.
like what kind of Q-tips you use? Oh yeah, just use fucking Q-tips.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
That'd be good for a
Yeah.
skit at the very
What's
least.
what's this floss that you've got here? This is like really regular. Yeah, it's just fucking floss.
I like your pants. Where'd you get? They're just
No,
fucking pants.
see, the people care about pants though, so they gotta. That's the thing.
Well,
Nobody like. It's not like you're stuck with a brand of floss. You're not gonna.
yeah, I guess. So you're saying like meaningless shit.
Yeah,
is what
just
you,
shit that most people don't
just
don't
fucking
care
everything.
About. It's just fucking ear things.
You could probably buy it from China for dirt cheap.
Yeah, fucking toothpicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what store would stock them, but maybe I could sell like a package.
Or Spencer's. Like that's really all
Yeah.
you got.
Yeah, like sell it in like a pack where you get all the fucking stuff in one box. You
Ooh.
get like fucking.
You can sell that online.
Yeah, man.
And
could
I know
sell it to-
someone.
could
I know
sell it
someone
to-
who's
I could
got a
sell
good
it to
website.
colleges.
Yeah,
You know,
that's true.
Go to one of those orientation things, the Frosh Week.
Do you want me to start it off?
No, I got it. I think I'm
I mean,
good.
do you want me to start off with the music?
Oh, yeah, you might want to.
Which mic is he?
3. That's me.
Uh,
Yeah, you're like, shut up.
no, that was 2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Gamin Podcast, your uninformed source of gaming news. We are your hosts, Ashton and Luka, and today we are joined by a special guest, Marty.
Hey, hello. I'm
What's up, Marty?
Hi.
What's up, Marty?
What's going on?
Welcome.
Thanks.
Nice having you here. If you guys haven't noticed, there's no Matt today, so we're Mattless.
So you're welcome.
You're,
Mattless.
you're welcome, Internet. We are Mattless, joined by Marty. So what's going on, guys?
I don't know. Tell me.
Just I'm trying to pretend like I'm not watching football, but I'm watching football.
He is watching
I got
football.
a wall?
Yeah.
There's
You get the
football-
wall,
There's
yeah.
football behind me?
Yeah, like you care.
God damn it, I don't care. I really don't.
I'm also indifferent.
It's only the Green Bay Packers and
Yeah.
the Giants. So
We're not about that kind of gaming, I guess.
No.
no. We
No.
are about video games.
Video
Yeah.
games.
Madden is fun sometimes though.
Man's good.
Mhm.
I'm not really a big fan because all they do is run it on me and I can't stop them. I'm terrible. Like I suck at that game.
So today, I think we're going to discuss the new year. So happy new year, everybody. It's 2017. There's a lot I think that's going to happen this year.
I think it's a big year.
It's a big year for video games. So speaking of what's happening, we know we have VR, which started off 2016. I'd like to say quite strong for what it is.
A lot of people were blown away.
Yeah.
That's kind of Marty is our VR expert,
That's
if
why
you
they
will.
brought me here.
To
Yeah.
discuss VR a bit. We got the Nintendo Switch debuting this month.
Well, it's
It's
coming
more
out.
of
It's
a-
coming out in March, but they're having a full
press
reveal.
release or reveal in January. So we're going to see that. But yes, going to be launched in March. So that'll be interesting to see. The probably mostly anticipated Scorpio coming out.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess it's like the Pro
Q4?
version, like the PS4 Pro
Q4,
for
the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And probably, hopefully, nothing from Sony because, well, we got the Pro last year, and I'll be pissed if they change it and get something else.
PS5 coming out. Holidays
I like
2017.
how possessive we all get about that stuff. It's like obviously we want better quality stuff, but
Right.
it's like, man, I just bought it.
Yeah.
Wait till
You just spent like what, $500? Yeah.
Plus tax.
So like almost $600.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, thanks for buying. Now here's something new and better and
Yeah,
shinier.
That's what you funded.
That's right. So, might as well dive into it. I know we'll talk about, I guess, if you want to go chronologically here before we hit VR, the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, they're on this Thursday. They're gonna have.
Is it this Thursday?
I believe it's this. At least I got an email from EB saying that.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't know they were all involved with gaming news, which they should have been for a while, but now they're really getting on top of it.
Mm.
But yeah, they're gonna. I guess they're gonna start revealing stuff like release date, price. I don't know what else they're gonna talk about.
I hope a lot more than that because I don't, from what I've seen, and I don't think it's going to be anything amazing. I hope I'm
with you.
hope I'm proven wrong, but
Well, Nintendo hasn't really shown anything like spectacular with console power or anything, but this time I know they always do stuff differently, but it's kind of a gimmick. And you might think it's a gimmick this time, but I look at it from the 3DS perspective, right? I look at it as a really strong 3DS that's a home console as well. Like you don't have to play it when you're at home. You have a TV. You don't have to play it as a handheld. You can play it on your TV. So that's
Right.
kind of cool to me. I don't know. No?
Do you want to elaborate on that? Nah.
Yeah. All right. Sure. So, well, my feeling is that I'm sure it'll be successful. I think Nintendo has cornered the market on the handheld systems.
Yeah.
But to me, like when you see it, I just wish there was some way to connect my phone to my TV in a more fluid way.
Your phone.
Yeah, like if I mean, essentially, it's like, hey, you have this little station, and then you take it out and you can play it mobile,
Yeah.
right? And then if I had that kind of station, I just put my phone into it.
Yeah.
And then my phone's got all the processing power and all that stuff.
Probably just as strong as the. Well,
It
we don't know
could-
what the
it could
specs
be,
are.
Yeah, like, I'm sure there's like a GPU and all that other stuff in there that'll beef it up a little bit, but
Yeah.
I mean, especially for the kind of handheld games that Nintendo normally produces aren't super graphics intensive.
But I looked at the video. I don't know if you saw like the first Switch reveal, and they had the Mario game. Like they only showed like a split second of
Yeah.
it. I don't think the phones can do that yet.
Yeah.
I don't think the phones can do that. So I mean,
Is this the video that was like full of millennials?
yeah,
Yeah. That's
You
the
probably-
one.
I thought it was funny. It's like everyone's 18 to 22
Yeah.
freaking out, and then that
They're probably
girl's-
playing Call of Duty when they got their money from that Nintendo commercial shoot. They went
Yeah.
home to play Call of Duty.
But then they have to practice Splatoon because that's what was played on the commercial.
Well, they probably had someone like record it, and they just like fiddling around with their thumbsticks, like hitting all the buttons. Like
Yeah.
they clearly don't know how to
Everybody
play.
playing is like 8,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then everyone holding it is
22.
20 something.
But I love that in the commercials though. They have the people and they're like, or even movies or whatever, when they're playing games, like they got like two, like both index finger and middle finger on like the triggers, and then they're mashing buttons all the time, like they're actually playing and they're like acting like they're getting upset.
They're
not
laughing.
Yeah.
Like having the like that's not the face I make when I'm gaming. I lean back and I'm drooling,
Yeah.
and like someone's like, Marty, you got some stuff to do. I'm like, I don't even hear them.
Yeah. You're like, they put their
It's
hand in,
like,
in
yeah.
front of your face and you just get mad at them after a while just because
Yeah.
they've been annoying you.
Just
Yeah.
totally zoned out.
Yeah, we've talked about it, Luka and I, and I'm just from how it looks, I hate the controllers.
Yeah,
They make no sense to me. In a world where there's so much competitive gaming, you got Call of Duty being huge, Battlefield for what it is, and then they come out with this where you got, I don't know how big the actual controllers are, but they look fairly small.
yeah.
And then they kind of advertise, well, you can slide them off and put the kickstand up on the screen and you can turn the controller sideways and play. I'm like, what good gaming are you getting out of a control that's that small, turned sideways, probably losing all the trigger buttons? I'm like, it's what?
Well, that has kind of been their thing they've been trying to go after the more casual market, right?
Yeah. Which by this commercial though, it looks like they're trying to go after that competitive gaming with the whole Splatoon and
Well, I think
mean,
they just tried to touch all topics with that
Yeah.
commercial.
Yeah, they don't want to explicitly say like, hey, like don't buy this if you like actually gaming.
hardcore gaming.
But
That's one of my issues with it. As well, the computing power to support those graphics when it's
Yeah.
handheld,
Yeah.
as you're talking about, I don't think it's there. I really don't.
And
I think it's still far behind where it should be.
I haven't been keeping up, but I thought there was also like a GPU in the.
They
thing.
originally people
No.
thought that because when they had that reveal, they had a video showing, and people are like, "Oh my god, did you notice how Zelda looked like it was running a little slower the frame rate? It doesn't have the
Okay.
GPU,
So
but
it's just internet.
Nintendo said it's all on the actual, I guess the tablet, if you will.
Yeah, so then it's
So-
a gaming tablet with some small controllers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For child hands.
So I'm not too big on it right now. I hope I'm proven wrong.
What do you think they're gonna show though in this reveal though that could change your mind? Like, what would change your mind on it? Just on Thursday when they reveal something, like what would be like, okay, that looks cool. Do they need to state like battery life? I know that was an issue for you.
That's a big thing for me. Battery life, portability. Like obviously, we know it's portable, but like how well is it going to perform while being portable? And battery life is probably the biggest thing. And I like to know, the computing power is pretty important to know what can this thing do. And then I want to see more. I want to see more gameplay. That's one thing they haven't really shown.
That's what I think they're gonna. I don't know what you think, but I think a good launch lineup would be great.
Yeah, I think the launch lineup's gonna be terrible.
Well, I'm hoping that Mario game is coming out on launch. I doubt it, but
I doubt that. I think that's probably another
if
year
that
away.
happens, I'll be excited because I already pre-ordered it for the console. But it's not
Just one?
officially. Well, they
Just
only.
one. Let's keep it at
Yeah.
just one.
I'm gonna keep it at one right now, but I'm only I pre-ordered like the SKU. That's not even officially. EB isn't allowed to pre-order it, but I was able to kind of trick the girl there because I saw like on an online forum, it's like, oh, they got the SKU number in, so we can pre-order. And then I went in and I'm like, can I pre-order it? And she's like, no, we don't. I didn't hear anything. I'm like, I hear people online. She goes, she's like, oh, we got an SKU number, and I followed up with it like a month later, which was like last week. And she.
So you're potentially the only one that has
I'm the
pre-ordered
only
this.
person at my
your,
EB to
your
pre-order.
plan is that if this falls through, then what, you'll send like an angry tweet at EB Games and then hope that their customer service.
No. I'm just gonna follow up on it because now they have my info in there. Once it goes on pre-sale, they're gonna call me and then.
Is there that much of like a mad rush?
No,
to
but
pre-order?
Nintendo likes to shortchange the consoles.
Oh
Like,
yeah, it's gonna be limited supply, guaranteed.
Yeah,
they want to build up hype,
yeah.
especially because Nintendo with the Wii U. I think that might have actually been.
Well, I remember in high school, you and I got up at like midnight
For
to go
GameCube?
to get a Wii.
Oh
It was after the party at Cambalas.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I was so hungover, and you come and you like kick me away. Go, yo, let's go.
Yeah. We were what Zellers was it? At School One?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we were the like the second last or the third last people to get one.
That was
we were
Nice.
near the person that was denied a Wii, and they were pretty sad about it.
And it's like I kind of at the time I never thought about that person until I was looking to get that NES Classic.
Yeah.
So this is what my NES Classic story is like super sad for a gamer. I woke up and I know Walmart opens at 7:00,
Yeah.
and I know not many people think to go there right that early. So I'm there. I'm probably like the 12th person in line, and I basically pay for everything with my phone on tap, right? So I get there and I'm walking up. There's like 10, 11, 12 people in front of me. I'm walking in just to get to the electronics department. And I asked one of the managers, I'm like, crap, I forgot my wallet. I left my wallet at home because I'm not used to paying with stuff because I'm an idiot. And I go to the manager, do you accept tap? And he, of course, Walmart does not accept tap.
They don't. I don't think they even have credit cards or something.
They have credit cards,
Do they?
but you need to physically insert them and put in your PIN or whatever, sign off on it. So I'm screwed. I go to another Walmart right after. Like I get home, get my wallet, and go to another Walmart because I'm like, that one's sold out. And they're like, no, people are waiting in line overnight, and they got like numbers and everything. So like that was my only chance to get it. And I'm like, EB, they open at 10. I get there and I see there's a lineup, and I'm like, I'm gonna go check out the source just to see, maybe they have something. I walk around it and I come back, and there's like probably 3-4 extra people that went into the EB line since I did that little loop.
Yeah. This is blowing my mind that many people were lining up to play
it's
like
nuts.
25-year-old games.
30 depending, 25 real games.
Like in this age when everyone's arguing about getting like a few extra megahertz out of graphics cards.
I guess that's why Nintendo knows their market.
Yeah, maybe they're smarter than we are.
Yeah, but so when it
Well,
comes down
they're doing
maybe.
something right.
Yeah.
so it comes down to it, I get back in line, and then the guy comes out and he says he has 24 units only at their EB, and then they count everyone out, and I'm like 25 or 26. So if I didn't do that little loop around, I'd have one.
It would have been okay.
So
You made a whole bunch of mistakes that day.
it was not a good day.
No. But
I had a really funny joke, by the way, that's not timely at all anymore.
No.
But you were talking about how like you never really thought about that, and we're gonna have to cut this out because it's not gonna be funny anymore. But you were like you said, oh, I never really thought about that guy who missed out, and I was gonna be like, oh man, I was thinking about him while I was playing Wii bowling. I was like, fuck that guy, he's missing out. He doesn't know what's going on.
that poor bastard.
Yeah,
Last in line.
Screw him. Hey, thanks for showing up late.
I'll teach you. Yeah, and
maybe with some creative editing, you can put that in there. I don't know.
Or we can keep
We'll
it as
figure
is.
that
But the funny thing is though, you're like ripping on that guy. But if it wasn't for me waking your ass up,
Yeah,
you probably,
I would have been that guy.
You wouldn't have that joke.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, someone else would be here. You would have made friends with that guy in line. And then years later,
They'll be recording and Marty wouldn't be here.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on the Switch. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't think this reveal is going to show me anything to get excited, to be honest. I think
it'll be a release date.
Yeah, they're gonna keep a lot of things hush hush still until it comes out because they don't want to have any negative press.
There might be some hints at the games that'll be coming out, not necessarily launch games, but more of like the teaser kind of things.
I think they're gonna go straight up with the launch titles because they want people to start pre-ordering them.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're gonna do.
But I think honestly, going back to Mario, I think we're like another year away from Mario. I don't think they're.
When was
ready.
the last time they launched with the Mario?
Well, I remember. Well, Luigi's Mansion was GameCube,
yeah,
and then they had Wii Sports.
Yeah, because Sunshine wasn't even.
Sunshine was
Sunshine
it was
came
not.
No.
I guess 64 would have been their actual.
Was it really?
Did they have one for Wii U? I think they had. Did they have a new Super Mario Bros. With a Wii U? Or
I don't think that was right away.
I remember playing some tag game. What was
that tag game was on the their Adventureland or whatever it was. Yeah, Nintendo Land. Yeah, it was the Nintendo Land where you had the screen as one controller, and then that was.
It felt like a Mario game at times.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
So
and if like you could make a Mario Me, and then
it's a Mario launch game.
It's a Mario game.
A Mario game.
So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be here. Not for a while. So we'll see. But I'll be interested to see. I hope again they really prove me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think they will, but I'd like them to.
Yeah. So I guess we can go from like the low end, probably a low end spec console to the Scorpio, which is
right.
Gonna crush puss.
I'm displaying my ignorance here. I haven't really heard about the Scorpio. This is the PS4 Pro equivalent
on Xbox.
Correct.
Yeah.
On Xbox
so
sides.
there was rumors swirling that PlayStation was going to have what do they call it? Neo. The original is called Neo. It turned out to be PlayStation 4 Pro.
Okay.
I think they want the whole Matrix theme.
Yeah. I guess so. So they went and I guess the specs went from like the PlayStation 4, which was like 1.8 teraflops of processing power or whatever, and this new one's like 4 or 4.2 teraflops.
Oof, that's a lot of flops.
It is.
Yeah. So that's probably the equivalent to like a 3-year-old gaming PC, like a better one.
Yeah.
And then at E3 they announced Scorpio for the developers to know you're going to be working with 6 teraflops of processing power. So they want, when they're going to do VR, they want to do proper VR. That's what they said.
Yeah.
So I don't know what your 1070. You have a 1070.
I have a 1070.
NVIDIA card, and that's probably pushing maybe 6 to 7.
I'm not counting flops.
Yeah. Anyways, so I mean, it's going to be fairly powerful. Just the question is what the price is going to be.
Right. So, and that's pretty much it. So it's the equivalent of the PS4 Pro.
So it's all like just
on the
rumors
Xbox side.
Yeah, and it's like every game that works on Xbox One is going to have to work on the Scorpio or whatever they're going to officially call it.
It's going to be one family of games.
Yeah, and they would kind of need it anyway, because like anyone who's developing for PS4 Pro would want it to be cross-platform.
Yeah, well,
like unless it's exclusives.
Yeah, it'll be basically like PC, like 30 frames, and like low versus like high 30 or high 40 or high 60, whatever. So
pretty much PlayStation definitely, I think, wanted to be in that market first. I think they put their foot in their mouth when Microsoft came out and explained, okay, the 6 teraflops was a huge thing that they were talking about. And at that point, when you think of production time, Sony's already been developing. They've already invested all their time and R&D into this. They've probably bought all the parts and were building this machine when they heard that. So they were kind of screwed at that point. They had no choice but to release it. I don't think they're going to not do it.
Well, I don't like at the end of the day, I don't think people are going to really not necessarily notice the big graphical jump. Like every console gets smaller and smaller, so I don't really see it being that big, but I could see the frame rate being an issue because I love playing games at 60 frames. Like that's why PC is like the way to go if you want to like the best 60? Experience. What's your monitor at?
Yeah, that's all I can. No, I don't know. I just like the little number in the corner.
Yeah.
Being higher.
No,
I just played Tomb Raider at 60 frames a second on the PlayStation Pro.
Oh, did it bump
nice.
It up?
It looked really nice.
Okay, yeah.
It looked good. So you had the option, there's 3 options. I didn't honestly pay attention to one of them, but it was display resolution in 4K, do 1080 at 60.
Yeah.
And that's the setting I chose. It was really nice.
It's way better than 30. Like I sound like when you hear those PC like elitists talk about it, they're kind of annoying, but they're right. They're right. So I mean,
it's funny how I can't stand movies in anything other than 24 frames.
Yeah,
right.
Like it's got that real cinematic filmic quality, but then like if you try gaming at 24, it's
it's
not pretty.
Something about a movie, just you've been trained that way.
Yeah.
Like it's what you know that's fake. Like if if a light was like flickering at 24 hertz, you'd probably start feeling more cinematic in real life. I don't know if that's how it works, but that's my guess.
And I think if you turn it down even lower, then it's like a cool strobe light effect.
That's true. That's true.
But so that's what we have coming out, and that would be, I think they said fall, I believe.
It should
So
be
probably
well,
Christmas,
last quarter, like the fourth
November,
quarter,
December.
yeah, so just like every other console. But I guess we've talked about the two. We also talked about PlayStation. What PlayStation can do this year, I think. I think this is PlayStation's game year. This is where they're going to load the market with some quality games. I think they've been lacking. I haven't been shy to say it before.
Like, you're talking just first party games or games in general?
Well, I'm talking, exclusives, or at least console exclusives.
Right.
So I think this is the year where, kind of like the PS3 and the Xbox 360, Xbox 360 started a lot stronger. And then PlayStation eventually came up and, started coming out with like the God of Wars, the Uncharted's, like when they started making the sequels. And they had, I think this is that year for Sony.
Marty, are you just on PC?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had PS3 was your last one?
I had a PS3.
Yeah.
All right.
So you just went all out with.
And I think I only got that for Uncharted.
That's a good reason.
That's a good reason,
That's a good reason. But yeah.
And Last of Us.
Oh yeah, that game. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the trailer for part 2?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's gonna be phenomenal. That's not. Is that this year?
No.
No. Okay. Well, Red Dead 2 is this year.
Yes.
That's
God.
multi-plat.
Whoa.
Put Red Dead on computers already. I'm
You're gonna
so
like
upset about that.
I don't think they've announced it.
Even the original's not on PC.
Well, you could technically play it on PC.
Yeah, I think you can.
PlayStation Now, if you get that.
Whatever.
Are you going to officially say it's coming out this year? Because we talked
They
about this.
officially said it's coming out this year.
This year?
That's their right now official release date.
Their release date is fall.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fall. I think they're lying.
Look, that's what they're aiming for, and I hope they hit that target.
So do I, and I think so is everybody else. But let's again be realistic here. I don't think it's going to happen either.
Like, have you
we'll
been
see.
working with the guys at Rockstar? Or?
That's right. I know something.
Let me text my buddy.
It's like, Jim, how's it looking? Are you looking to meet these targets?
You guys gold? You going gold?
Do me a favor. I told everyone you're not going to make it. Push it back. Push it back.
Yeah, you know that backup disc? Go ahead and wipe that.
So yeah, it's slated to come out fall.
Yeah.
So no set date.
Okay.
But
are Rockstar notorious for pushing stuff back? Like, did they do that with the GTAs and everything?
I know they did
think
for the
so.
PC release of GTA 5. I remember people
I
going
don't think
nuts.
Rockstar cares about PC people.
Well, what do you mean? They that was one of the best ports of
Yeah.
I think I've seen.
I know, it took forever.
But they did it right. They
Yeah.
didn't do what
Yeah.
Batman Arkham
Oh,
Knight
God.
did, which I pre-ordered.
You poor thing.
I'm like laughing
I
at.
like that you haven't learned your pre-order lesson. I learned my pre-order lesson with what's it called? That fucking space thing that was awful.
Oh, No
No
Man's
Man's
Sky.
Sky?
Did you buy it?
Yeah, yeah,
You know that came out like after the Batman game.
yeah. No, I didn't buy Arkham Asylum
It was Arkham Knight.
or whatever
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't buy that thing.
Yeah, well, the reason why I bought it was because I was bragging to everyone how I got like one of those keys for like $35. I'm
That's
like,
a
you
weird
guys
thing
paid.
to brag about.
Yeah, well, I'm like saying I'm playing it. I'm going to be playing it at a better resolution, better quality,
And
60
for
frames per
less
second,
money.
and less
then-
money.
The final irony is,
Yeah, I look like an ass.
yeah.
For about 3-4 months, you didn't play it.
And then I
Did
stopped.
they ever fix it?
They fixed it. Like it
Okay.
works. It works good enough right now.
Yeah,
They fixed it.
yeah. This is like No
It
Man's
works.
Sky was, it was like borderline illegal. The
Yeah.
amount of what they promised and what they said was in it.
I didn't
That's
follow
what I was
that. I had
hearing.
no interest in that
Yeah.
game. I didn't follow it.
It was
but-
such a cool concept.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think it ended up being okay. It would
I-
have been amazing if it was like a $25
Yeah.
thing, and
yeah.
they were just honest about what was in it. I think it would
Yeah.
have been fine.
Well, I think
$65 or whatever it was for.
it was the
this
full
thing
price
that
game. It
was-
was $80, like for
yeah.
PlayStation and all
Mhm.
that. Yeah, for PlayStation.
Yeah, that's way too much.
Yeah.
For the
But-
amount of content that. You
But
get.
the one game that looks like it's going to be the real No Man's Sky. I don't know much about it, so I'm just assuming because they're both set in space.
Mhm.
Star Citizen.
yes,
that
Star
looks
Citizen
incredible.
awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that thing? Not Star Citizen, the other one.
Mass Effect.
No. Oh. So anyway, there's this game. It's a similar idea. It's set in space.
It's not the Kerbal Space Program. That's
no,
probably
it's
not it at all.
This would be such a cool thing to share if I could remember what it was called.
have a phone
Something
right
about
there.
command or I don't know. Anyway, so it's been out for years. It's like a almost MMO-y kind of
Okay.
space simulator.
Yeah.
And then someone just found aliens like last week.
What, there was like no aliens
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
game?
just like it was like set maybe I don't know 50, 100 years in the future or whatever it is, or maybe even more than that.
Mhm.
And we're just kind of colonizing outer space, and then some dude. It was like this crazy cinematic, awesome experience of meeting aliens. It was so cool.
Really?
So they
should
had
watch
it
it.
like hidden in the game, or they
Yeah,
added
so there
it
must
after?
have been like a switch, like at this time, whatever show.
That's awesome.
6 dudes
That's just
slash dudettes. I don't know. And he just happened to be one of those guys that's filming everything that he's doing and streaming.
oh yeah, so it was a coincidence, right?
It was like it's cool watching because like you can see him looking out his what happens is so he comes out of hyperspace and then none of his shit's working. There's all these warning blinking things. And then he's like looking around his cockpit like I don't understand what's happening. And then this huge spaceship kind of like floats in and it's the more organic style. Everything's very like mechanical, but then there's this thing it looks like an organic and it's making all these crazy low noises like you'll see in like Spielberg's War of the Worlds and all that kind of stuff. It's just so cool. It gives you chills. Or at least it gave me chills. Maybe that's a weird thing to get chills about.
Well, it's
I
kind of
enjoyed it. I
cool.
thought it was cool.
It's cool that a developer will like they don't promise you that it's like a secret, but then it just comes out of nowhere and it's like a whole new level to the game. Like
that's what I think everyone was hoping No Man's Sky was, right?
Yeah.
Where you would meet people or meet other
so they
races.
talk this huge thing about. I mean, there's other races, but they don't really do anything. They talked about how cool it is to be exploring the universe with all these people at the same time. And it's like technically you could actually like find someone else and hang out. And I mean, the odds are so slim that it'll never happen. And then like 3 days into it, these two dudes were on the exact same planet.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And then they
looking
went
at the exact same thing.
Yeah, and they weren't there. And then everyone was like really upset. And then that's when
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's when the lead developer of Hello Games just like stopped tweeting.
I noticed that people
all kind of disappeared.
Yeah, for about 3 months they said nothing after the game came out. Well, like, well, sorry, we're fixing it. The patch is coming out.
But
and
then they had a patch, and it was all this shit that
I heard it was
no
decent
one had asked
after.
for. But nobody wanted it.
Yeah,
They're like, give us the game that we
like
bought.
the founders.
Yeah, so you could build a base on some planet that no one's ever going to visit, and you don't give a shit about.
Because there's still nobody around to see it.
Yeah, well, I mean that's why I guess you stick
You
with the
don't
known
pre-order.
developers.
Don't pre-order at
But
all.
that's a good lesson.
Wait for some reviews.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I haven't pre-ordered a game. Well, that's a lie. The only time I've pre-ordered games were to save a lot of money.
That's it. That's
about
exactly why
it.
I pre-ordered now.
But it's not like I have to be first to have it. It was, Best Buy had the E3 sale where you save like $30 a game. I'm like, I'd be stupid not to do that.
You can
I'm
always
probably
return it.
gonna buy these. I can always return it if it's really bad. But
Well,
I know I'm gonna get them eventually. So to save $30 per game.
Yeah.
Buying 3.
Yeah. That's another game. That's
exactly.
Yeah. But you obviously if you open it you can't return it. But I mean you can hear the reviews by then if you want to wait. So that's
And Steam's got like a 2-hour window where you
if you play for 2 hours and play for 2 hours and have it in your library for what, like 7 days?
I don't think there's a restriction on how long it has to be in your library. I refunded something that I had for months.
Okay, because I have like way too many games that I haven't even touched yet.
Oh, maybe there is. Yeah, I know. I do that all the time too with like Steam sales.
I have like 90 games. You've seen my library now, and I barely touched 5% of them. So,
So, I guess going into PlayStation and what they're doing this year, outside of Lucas saying about they're going to have some prominent games,
like
whether
Horizon Zero Dawn,
first party,
which looks crazy.
So I think they're gonna push it with the games this year. I also think for them, which will tie into kind of again why we want to pick Marty's brain here, is VR. So PlayStation VR came out, seems to be doing fairly successful for them. I think this year is really going to push that. I think it's all going to be about VR.
Well, I went over to Marty's to try the VR, and I loved it. Right away, I'm looking at like, because Black Friday was around the corner. I'm like, how much can I save? And it's like, you buy it, you get $100 gift card. I'm like, that's not enough now.
Not enough.
So which one do you have?
I have the Vive.
Okay.
So the Vive is the one with like the lighthouses that you have to put up on your wall.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So
I'm not sure if it's going to be the year of VR, as in VR becomes mainstream, or even like a successful business venture.
Yeah,
I feel like everyone's losing money. Everyone's just hobbyists, and I saw some numbers about how many HTC had sold, and it wasn't super impressive. I know PSVR is doing really well.
Well, it's $550, right? Or was it Canadian?
PSVR is like it's about $560, $570.
Yeah, shit's not cheap.
No.
Well, I think when you get like the full bundle, it's like $650 with like a game and the Move controllers and all that stuff.
Camera,
but it's not cheap. But the Vive here is what, $1,200,
Yeah, the Vive's it's very expensive.
and plus you need a decent computer to run it. So
So that was a big initial investment for me, and I try not to think about it very much.
that's okay though.
But,
You get to experience it firsthand, like
so,
before
I mean,
anyone else.
Yeah, to me it was more. I'm just personally excited about anything futuristic, and I wanted to kind of be along for the ride as we're finding our way in this VR landscape. And I think that's why I'm most excited about VR as a potential platform, like not just for all the games and stuff, but for where it'll go in the future. Like I imagine it like that Zach Morris cell phone. Currently it's this like the Vive is like half a kilogram on your face.
It's a big
I think
ass like
the
goggles.
PSVR and the Rift, the Rift that I tried at some thing, I don't know. It was really comfortable. Like it
More
was
so than your Vive?
It like sat on the right spot on my face, and
I know I've heard the PlayStation one's really nice in terms of
it like rests on your forehead. Some people were saying that like if you turn your head, like if you spin it so that your head is parallel to the floor.
Yeah.
For everyone who can't see me moving my head and doing hand motions, is that it tends to like wiggle off your face, and there's a very tight sweet spot where you can actually see clearly in VR.
Right.
Yeah.
So as soon as it shifts from there, then it's like a blurry mess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, I just like when you're in the VR headset, you forget everything around you.
Yeah.
Like all those people that you laugh at on the internet falling and all that stuff. Now I know why. Like once I put it
one
on,
of those people. Like I've punched everything in my apartment. I had some friends over, and there's this game called Gorn, which is a gladiator simulator. Some dude just made it. I think I showed you guys.
You showed me the
Yeah,
video,
yeah.
or did we?
No, I was.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. You
I
were
was
playing
doing
it.
my little kung fu moves for you guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had some friends over playing this, and my two friends sit on the couch, which is like in the play space, and I should have known immediately, like, no, let's back up. So they sit there, and then this one guy's in there, and he's just dick punching this gladiator. That's
You can do whatever you want. That's the beauty of VR.
So
Okay.
he's dick punching one gladiator, kind of parallel to the couch, and then another one starts coming at him from the left. And he lunges and dick punches that one, except that's right where my friend's wife was sitting. So he like legit clocked her in the face with his fist.
Started out with Gorn, turned into
That's
a
amazing.
Turned into assault.
That's amazing.
It was and like I have a low hanging ceiling lamp. It's
that-
like a huge deal. Like I'm considering not really considering, but like I would love to have a larger apartment.
yeah. So you're gonna make that investment.
You're gonna make that
definitely. Like I love where I live, but definitely if I were to start looking for a new place, I would look for one that has a VR room.
VR friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now the space that I have is like 2.5 meters by 2
Yeah, it's
meters.
not-
It's not very large.
Nice part of town though, but. it's
Oh
not-
no, sorry. I just mean like the physical. My apartment is not 2.5 meters, but the physical space
I
that I've
know.
allotted for the Vive isn't very large. It's large enough that I can take a few steps in any direction.
Well, we say
It's his
downtown.
living room, okay?
That is legit. I'm sure there's spaces that small downtown.
I
so,
can imagine.
You know.
But I would look for a place. I think you can go up to like 4 meters before you have to start wiring it up.
There's I think with the Vive you have
Like
to
4 squared.
after a while. I think you can get up to maybe like 16 by 16, but you need 4 of your sensors that you.
Yeah,
you have-
I believe you can up the.
So yours isn't wired?
It's wired.
It's all kind of wired. So the way it works is that the sensors that you put on the walls, they have to see each other.
Right.
And beyond, I think like 15 or 20 feet, they can't, and they have to be at the corners of your play space.
Okay.
And so if you go any further than that, there's a cord that you can use and like hide it along the ceiling or whatever, and it's like 100 feet or something crazy. So
Because that's the one complaint I hear about Sony's is that there's a shit ton of cords.
Well, the
Is
Vive
it-
has
well,
cords
Vive's-
too.
yeah.
No, I
Vive's
mean,
got
like
it.
it's incredibly attached.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like that's the one thing. So at CES this year, they just, they've been talking about it for a while, but they have like a wireless attachment now. So the way it works is
okay.
there's like you hang something from the ceiling, and then you put this another thing to add to the top of your head. And
Let's just
that
make it a
removes the need for most wires. It still need to attach that to a battery, which you then put in your pocket or whatever. And it's got like 2 hours or whatever.
As long as Samsung's
battery
not
life?
making this battery.
Yeah. So God, yeah, that'd be like a nightmare because you don't know what's happening.
Well, they can
just
get.
know
You're like,
it's
wow,
getting
this
warm."
firefight is so real. And meanwhile, you're literally on fire.
Well, I guess if they want to cut down on a cost, I'm sure they have a ton of Note 7s
Oh,
batteries
jeez.
laying around.
Oh, anyway, So that's the one I think the future of VR is removing these little things that are getting in the way of simulating real life. So currently it's the heavy weight on your face.
Yeah.
Okay.
That reminds you that you're inside of a game.
Exactly.
Right.
The controllers they're amazing, but it's still not. It's obviously not like hands, right? So I've seen some things. They have this thing called Dexmo, which is like a hydraulic glove. So on the backs of your fingers, there are these little pneumatic tubes or something. So that
it's not original though. If you think about it, Nintendo came out with the Power Glove way before that.
It's very similar. So what happens is that when if you're reaching out in this virtual reality space and you grab a bottle,
Right.
then as soon as you start to touch it, then these little tubes start exerting pressure in the opposite direction, so it feels like you're actually gripping a thing.
Oh wow.
It's really, you showed me the video, and it's really cool.
Yeah. So in some senses, it's about tricking your brain. So we can already trick our brains with noise, right? With sound. You close your eyes and you're on a. You're on a beach. Okay.
I feel like I'm in my basement, but
I like that. Don't ruin it, Luka.
So you can perfectly recreate, aside from the feeling of having something in your ear or over your ear, you can perfectly recreate the feeling or the sensation of sound. And then visuals, we're getting close now too with things like the Vive and perfectly recreating like the sensation of seeing something and actually being there. Like it feels, and it's very responsive. It's 90 frames a second, so it's faster than your eyes can see.
And the thing is, like it just, when I saw that, you could see scale is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, that's the other cool too.
Because when you can see like how big a whale is on TV, whatever. You watch Discovery Channel, you don't really get an actual sense of scale. When I was at Martin's place, I'm on a sunken ship and I'm looking around. Martin's like, turn around. I look around. There's a goddamn blue whale?
A giant blue whale. Yeah,
it's huge ass.
Really?
I'm like, his eye is like bigger than a basketball. Like it's just like this, it looks tiny on the TV, but it's like bigger than a basketball, maybe even like one of those exercise balls, how big it is. And I'm looking around, this thing's massive, but I can never get that on TV. I can never get that.
Yeah, that sense of scale is really cool.
So cool.
Has anyone tried to fuck with you when you have
while I've been inside?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No.
The closest we came was when our other friend Marty Mars, we call him, when he came by.
Oh yeah, you guys.
We're playing that game where you have to look for. We have a controller, and we get to basically you try to fit in with these other kind of like lemming type people.
Right.
Like they all look the same, and
so
just
yeah,
walk
they're
around.
playing on my PC on the monitor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and Martin's got his mask on, but he's like this big monster that can look around the whole thing, and he's got to find you. And then if he finds you, he shoots something out of his eyes, and if he gets you, it's over. Like he wins, but you have to get to an end point.
So
Okay.
I'm looking around at all these little things marching and trying to figure out which one is Marty Mar, as you're calling him, I guess. And meanwhile, he's been in a corner for like 10 minutes, not moving, and they've just been laughing at me because I can't see or hear.
And the best part is how Marty Mar is just walking. He's just like, oh, pretending like he's like getting close to him, but he's not. He hasn't moved since the beginning.
It was really rude.
So I guess that's the most we fucked with him. Not actually physically, like like those people that push people down, like they feel like they're going on a roller coaster.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know
no.
if I had this at home and my wife walked in on me playing this, where I've headphones on, the goggles on, if you will, she'd do something. I know for a fact.
I can see that. Well, there's definitely like that. What everybody tends to do is they like take a video of you and then like, oh, look how dumb you look.
Yeah.
And then you do that enough, and then you stop kind of looking dumb. I still close my curtains when I play.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I
He's
mean, it's
adamant on
because it's the reflections tend to.
You don't want the light to seep in.
Yeah,
right?
they ruin the controller guiding. I think it actually does help with the light posts or whatever the hell they're called.
Okay.
I just know that would happen a lot here.
Anyway, so I think it was saying something
With about immersion and
So one of the main issues is the cord that comes out of the back of the thing, because you'll be like, wow, I'm in this cool place, and you're kind of like turning around to look, and then you have this cord tangled around your legs like immediately. And especially since so many of the games, like everyone's kind of just discovering how to design for VR.
Right.
There are a couple games I think that do it really well. There's this one called Budget Cuts, where I believe they design the levels so that you turn left and right equally, which is a really smart thing to do because then you're less likely to tangle the cord around your legs. But then like a lot of the experiences are ported. Like one of my favorite things to do is Minecraft in VR, which is amazing.
Really?
And I don't even like Minecraft, but it's amazing, especially for the sense of scale, for the sense of presence, and even it's really frightening. Like there's all those little creepers and stuff down in the dark tunnels, and you hear them like, and then you start to get really nervous, and you're like looking around. And these are the times
monster?
when the cord starts to wrap around, you're like, oh yeah, shit,
I'm in my living room.
VR, everything's okay.
Or he's got my foot.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. So that's like there's some things that they have to iron out, and I think losing half the weight would be amazing.
Okay.
I just want to get
getting
like
rid
a
of
room.
that cord, amazing, and that's on the horizon. I think it's $259 or something American.
Oh, for
to
the
get
wireless.
the wireless adapter.
Okay.
I'm thinking like one day I want to get a room that's about 20 foot by 20 foot with a decently high ceiling and padded walls and everything.
Yeah.
And I just want to like roll around and like shoot people and stuff like.
Yeah. I can imagine like the Madame Homes will be selling and this is the VR room.
Yeah, why
And
not?
they got like a little warning track around the edges that's made out of carpet and
I like
little
that.
padded things.
Yeah.
There you go.
And, a little like a small closet where you can actually put your PC.
You should customize homes.
Hey man, I shouldn't do
I'm
that.
totally not gonna go behind your back and sell that idea to Madame now.
Marty homes.
Hey, there you go.
Well, that like VR is really cool. You got to
I
check
need to
it
try
out.
it.
Yeah, man, come by.
I'll get my way over there.
It's super neat.
Mhm.
It's not if it's not worth the money.
No.
It's definitely for hobbyists. It's one of those things that like I'm constantly sinking money into new. Like every time there's like a new $5 or whatever, I'm like, oh fuck it, whatever. $5.
I noticed on my Steam, it's like your friend
Yeah.
Marty has got this. And I'm like, a lot of VR games.
Purchased 3 new VR things.
Yeah.
All right.
But like I mean, I don't know. It's not super like another $5 whatever here and there. Like I tend to like I buy like $5 worth of coffee every day.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like, what kind of jerk am I? This guy, adopted this new technologies. He's not going to make any money off of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to return this game because it was only an hour and a half long. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hang on and let that guy have a bit of my money.
Yeah.
Or girl.
Well,
Nice.
it's cool to get into early, right?
Yeah.
Like you see these people because like all over these, all the video game websites and the tech websites, they're talking about it, and it's hard for. Before I came by your place to even comprehend what they're talking about.
And the videos of it don't do it justice.
Not at all.
At all.
No.
At all.
So it's like the fact that you have it now. You're there from the beginning.
Oh,
So
close
you're
enough.
close
But yeah.
close to it, but you now understand everything. So you're gonna know all of the progression.
Yeah.
When people are talking about complaining about how this is just a little heavier, like, well, I started when there's wires, so be
bitch.
grateful.
It was tough.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It's a virtually hike 2 kilometers each way. Yeah, no, but the cool thing is the types of experiences that it offers are completely new, and even what's enjoyable in VR is totally. Are you guys thinking about pornography? Is that what you're thinking?
No,
someone
no.
had to use their phone and send a message right now.
'cause I heard some
It's on
bloops.
Do Not Disturb.
Is-
What do you want me to do?
Is it because Matt's not here? You have to fill in for what Matt would normally do.
Someone's got to do it. I like how you said something about a little more excitable and like you guys thinking about porn right now.
Yeah, which is okay in my. I mean, obviously, I tried it out. It's not.
Yeah.
It's nothing too crazy.
No.
Although I haven't tried them all. I mean, I'm sure there's some.
Well, once they have that feedback hand thing, maybe
Yeah.
you could put it.
So yeah, first step is trick your ears, and then trick your eyes, and then trick your dick.
Once they get that, they're in business.
Yeah, but
I did read something at CES this year. They actually had a booth for VR porn.
Oh,
to try.
really?
Yeah. So
Oh.
apparently now
A lot of guys with like pizza stains on their shirts going in there.
I could see it being amazing.
Yeah.
But the one thing that the Vive offers, and I think the Rift does as well to a lesser extent, but the Vive has what's called room scale, so you can move around.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that adds to the immersion like you wouldn't believe.
Mm-hmm.
But because if you're shooting a 360 video, there's no like lateral head movement that will change your perspective, then it's never going to feel like you're actually there.
Okay. So it's a long ways away.
Yeah. Although, no, I don't know.
Well, that's one of the things I was reading is right now for VR porn, they only do a 180 degree.
Yeah.
for most of them.
Yeah.
Like there are,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think some that are 360, but it's
And then
lower.
you look
It's lower
behind you
video
and it's
quality.
just the exact same people doing
Right.
the exact same stuff.
I was hoping
So-
it's just like a
Surrounded
picture,
by-
whatever you want to put up there to help you, you know?
Put a picture of your wife
So that's one of the
looking
things.
at you and like shaking. her head.
That's one of the things I did read is where they're right now focusing more on 180-degree visual,
Yeah.
and that way
Well,
it
that makes
can.
more sense.
You don't have to worry about the camera guys moving, and because it's a production, right? Let's be honest; these things
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
They're,
You don't
they're
want to
made.
see Gary behind
No,
you,
you
right?
don't.
Giving you like a thumbs up, like you're doing it right.
Like fiddling with his beard.
So I know that's one of it, and keeping it 180, they're able to keep the quality a lot higher,
Yeah.
as well, because
Yeah, that's right,
you're not
because,
the bandwidth and how
yeah.
big the files are. So there's a lot to actually think about that goes into this to make it look
Someone
good.
will
VR's
crack it.
amazing.
Right now, they haven't cracked it yet. But
Mhm.
one day they will.
Yeah.
But the actual types of experiences I was referencing, or I meant to reference. So there's this game called Hot Dogs or Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades
Makes
that we
sense.
played, and it's just a gun range simulator,
That's what
Okay.
it's called.
and
Okay.
it's so much fun. Like you just go to a gun range and you just play with, like, you have to manually load everything,
Really?
and then you look down the sights,
And then the sights are like,
But how does it feel if
Legit.
you're not physically holding something?
Weird.
Like it's,
yeah.
like
So
it's,
you've got the controllers which approximate like gun handles pretty well.
okay.
but you don't have the set distance.
Yeah. So what you'll see, there's like military sims and all this stuff where people take it so seriously that they'll actually create rigs so they have the right distance down the
Really?
length of the barrel. And apparently it helps so much. I mean, like, it is a little
Well-
tough because like both your hands are moving independently and you're looking
Yeah.
down a sight, and so it's kind of
And the sight, you have to be like dead on with it, like
Yeah.
right perpendicular. If you're slightly off, you see like that shadow.
Yeah, you know how like if
Okay.
you're looking through binoculars and they're not wide enough,
Yep.
then like
Get that like
yeah.
black like circle, whatever that's covering part of your view.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But it's stuff like that, just like hey, let's go to the thing and shoot some guns, and you can choose from 30, and it's fun.
You know what's really fun though? It was simple, but it was fun. It was the paintballing.
Oh yeah, paintball's like, yeah. There's this game called Rec Room. It's free. I think it'll be supported by like buying hats and that kind of
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Like new costumes. And it's just like a hangout place in VR, and you'll go there and chill with people. And
You shoot a basketball, and someone else comes up to you,
Play
and you can
ping
hear
pong.
each other.
It's like
Yeah.
VR, PlayStation Home.
yeah,
Yeah,
essentially,
yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of things like that. There's one called Anyland, which is amazing if you get into it, where the whole thing is just about building objects.
Okay.
So you open up your palette, and there's like, oh, you can put down a circle, you can put down you put down a sphere, like a cube, all these whatever shapes. You give them properties, like they bounce or whatever. You can attach them to each other. I think you can code into it so that certain things happen when you do this. And people build the craziest shit out of it. It's insane.
So you can see what other people are doing?
Yeah, you have like a home planet or whatever that's yours.
Right.
And you can dress it up however you want, and then people can come by and hang out, and you can talk to each other.
Huh.
And if they saw like on the table here's a Kleenex box, they could like pick it up, and then now they have a copy of it, and it'll always say like, oh, this was made by Marty
Okay.
on this date or whatever.
Nice.
This many people own this object. They can put it into wherever they want in their homes and stuff. So it's a neat way of sharing content.
I have no idea where it's going, but it looks. I'm excited. Like I
Yeah.
once I see a sale or if there's like a next gen that's coming out, I think I'm gonna jump on it. Like the wireless isn't enough if there's no actual improvements, and also I'll probably need a new video card.
I think it might be. I know it'll be like $350 or $400 Canadian.
Yeah.
But like in for a penny, in for a pound, or whatever they say.
Yeah.
I read someone commented that on Reddit, and I'm stealing it.
Ooh. And you're not gonna even quote the guy's name because you don't remember it.
Yeah, it's probably something about dicks.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably.
PM me or something. I'm sure. That's how all of them are named.
No,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, man. We'll play. I was telling Luka, I gotta stop talking about you.
No.
Cut some of these games out. There's a
No,
game called.
okay, well, it's fine. We'll
All right, so here this will go back to Switch, in a sense. Remember Booze?
booze as
from-
in alcohol. I love booze.
Gulp, gulp. No, Booze from Mario.
Oh, right.
the
Oh,
ghosts. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
that's-
So the way it works with Booze, your little Mario sprites, and as long as you're looking at them, they don't run after you.
Yep.
Right?
It's-
Now imagine that in a dark hallway, and instead of cartoony ghosts, they're weird clown people.
Oh shit.
And instead of slowly coming at you, they
They
move
run?
like immediately.
Yeah, they sprint at you.
Okay,
when your
imagine
back is
playing
turned.
that game.
Wow.
It's so scary.
I
that
wanna
the first
see
time I
this.
played it, and like you don't hear them or anything. You just like when they get close, your guy makes like a weird gasp.
I would just look down at the floor the whole time.
They freeze like in weird positions, right? So you're trying to keep your eyes on this guy, but you're backing up to a corner. You want to see if there's another one there. So you do like a really quick like whoosh, kind of head move.
But then he's right there.
Whoosh, did you hear that? Like how quick that was. And then you turn around and he's on all fours, like 3 feet away, ready to. It's fucking scary. It's so scary.
I saw the.
I don't want to
video
sound
of
like
it.
a jerk, but my wife is deathly afraid of clowns.
Oh God!
So we
If
should
I
bring her
bring-
on.
if I bring her along-
Bring her by.
Yeah, that's the game you
We'll
got to
film
put on.
it. We'll film
Don't
it.
tell her what.
No,
videos.
no.
That's the one you gotta put
give her a
on.
heart attack. So this whole game, it's just some corridors. And then
That's
at the
something you're
end-
going to want to record, by the way.
Yeah.
We'll put that on
At the end
YouTube.
of these corridors, you're trying to find a green light. And then once you get in the green light, you win. But when you win, it just starts again. So that there's no escaping these clowns.
Now-
There's no feeling of winning. It's just like, oh shit, I got to do it again.
I think my strategy would be, and I don't know, let me know if it's a good strategy or not, but I would just curl up in a ball and start crying.
Yeah.
Would that work?
I don't know if it works. Right now, there's nothing that happens when you die that's actually scary,
Okay.
which is like hilarious. So like when they come close, you're like freaking out,
Yeah.
and then they touch you, and then it's just like everything stops.
Is there
There's
like
no noise.
confetti that
there's-
comes out, or
Yeah, there's
they're
nothing.
clowns?
There's
Like you
nothing.
expect like a fake gunshot that says bang, that comes out.
No, there's nothing. It just starts again.
All right, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But the other scary game that I was like walking in like a room, I go outside and I'm in a hallway and I'm seeing.
Oh yeah, the bellows.
yeah.
Apparently the full version was terrible though.
Oh, that wasn't the
That
full
was
version?
just like a little demo.
Okay, I was about to say it was kind of short.
Yeah.
I can imagine the new Resident Evil 7 being like that.
Oh,
I think it's VR compatible, right? At least on
is.
I believe it
PlayStation.
is.
Yeah.
PSVR.
And you can play it all in VR, like the whole game.
It's coming
Well,
out for
even,
Steam on Steam, so I
is
would
it?
be. Yeah, I think
Really?
It might be.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Even
That would be pretty
so
intense.
Doom 3, I think they gave out the source code.
Mm-hmm.
So some dude just ported it to VR, and you can
Oh,
play
no
it in
way.
VR. And all these kind of jump scares that were a little cheesy on TV are now like legit frightening.
Really?
Like you open a door to an elevator, and some guy's like, and then
Huh.
you pee yourself, and then you have to go buy new pants. I don't know.
Wow.
It's a cool. Like I'm excited about it. I'm trying
Yeah?
to show. I guess you guys can see how excited I am, but don't buy it. Because it's not. It's
that
not
excited,
worth.
I can't
Like,
endorse
Unless you
it.
have the
yeah,
money.
I honestly I can't. If you're a hobbyist or whatever and you want to try it out, then yeah, go for it.
Mhm.
It's not there quite
It's
there
not.
yet.
Well, it's not worth. I mean, no system's worth $1,200 or whatever, and it's not even a system. It's like
That's just
it's
part
a
of it.
monitor.
Yeah.
It's a glorified monitor and two
Right.
controllers.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's why I
But
think
it's a
people.
monitor you put on your face.
Well, if you think about PlayStation VR, if you have nothing right now, and you
Yeah.
obviously everyone's got a TV, so you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that part. But you buy the PlayStation 4 Pro,
Mhm.
which is $500.
Mhm.
You add in the $650 for the full kit. That still rings you under $50 under
Yeah.
the cost of the HTC Vive, and you don't need any extra hardware.
Yeah.
So the Vive, you need the computer too, because
Yeah.
I'm running a 290X, an AMD 290X, and that's like the minimum spec.
Yeah.
So you need a decent video card for VR right now.
Yeah.
I
Well,
know.
guess it depends on what you want too, right?
Well,
'Cause
PlayStation isn't as strong, though. That's
exactly.
another
The
thing.
quality you're getting on PlayStation, I don't think is anywhere near what you're seeing.
Yeah.
So
I've seen some. Like, I mean, I haven't tried the PSVR, but some of the games, like, they look gorgeous. It's less about the less about how many pixels are being pushed and more
Right.
about the frame rate. As long as it's
Yeah.
hitting 90,
Yeah.
then it's going to be awesome.
yeah,
Like
and that's
so many of the things that we play, they look awful.
Mhm.
It's just like
Yeah.
a little like it's
Like-
you're in a cool space, and it's the feeling of being there and being able to turn your head and see things.
Like the whale didn't look real, but
no.
it looked,
But
looked cool.
Did I show you the octopus one?
Is that the one where you see like there's
You have,
like,
like,
a
a
whales
flashlight.
like that's with like the
Yeah.
whales like rib cage is like from
Yeah,
the
yeah,
skeleton.
yeah.
I've seen
That
was
one
cool.
felt real.
Yeah, that one was really cool with like the
Yeah.
jellyfish
Well,
and all that.
realer.
Yeah, it was really
I don't
cool.
know. Photoreal, it's gonna be a while.
Does being
Yeah.
underwater kind of mess you up?
No.
Like no. It's like
Move like that's another thing they got to figure out is moving, because right
Okay.
now, like you can move around your room,
Mhm.
whatever. You get like 10 feet of movement or whatever.
And then you can like kind of like toss like a portal to where you want to go. That's kind of how
Yeah,
you
so
move
that's
around.
one of the ways. Another way is just with a trackpad. Like you press a button on the trackpad and then
And
you
it
go in
just
that direction.
scrolls kind of
But then
forward.
that's when you start needing an iron stomach.
Right.
'Cause, as soon as you're moving and you're not physically doing anything, then your brain starts to freak out and wonder what's happening.
Oh, okay.
But I think you can slowly acclimatize yourself. I'm lucky in that I don't really get it. The only time it happens, like, if I'm moving my feet and turning my body as I'm also moving with the
Like strafing
controller.
forward.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
that
Yeah,
mess
then
you up.
that's when it, oof.
Yeah.
But
I'll I'm excited to see where VR goes. I'm excited
Yeah.
to see where Xbox goes. So they're going to probably have a headset of some sort.
I would imagine. Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to do their HoloLens or if they're going to go full VR.
That's right. Yeah, Microsoft.
Oh, yeah, they have that.
The HoloLens is VR if you turn the lights out.
All
That's
right.
kind of interesting.
And the HoloLens again is more of like a, like it projects. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's got like a.
Do you wear glasses
no,
or something
no,
for
it's
it?
got it's the same kind of deal. I think it's more. It looks more like
A visor.
The
Like-
Rogue Squadron thing. So it's like a helmet.
Okay.
kinda thing,
It's like
and then
it's a
got
visor. I think it's pretty much a visor that this like has like a kind of like a heads up display on it.
Yeah.
So kind of
Yeah.
it's like augmented reality. I think is
Right.
what they call it.
Okay.
So like they'll scan. I don't know if it scans or whatnot, but you'll have a table here.
Well, I
And
saw the
then-
video they did with Minecraft where they had that table and it will like build the
It-
world.
it
You
looks
can move
really cool.
stuff
Yeah,
and-
that looks like it's going to be amazing. I don't know. I don't know gaming wise how different it would be. I mean, like doing things in the real world.
It'd be cool, kind of
Sure.
like when you're playing the game and then you want to see like a map. You have the your coffee table in front of you and you can
Yeah.
kind of see where everything
Yeah, it
is.
could be cool stuff. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, that's kind of been around AR for a while.
But
and,
this is
the
like fully
kinda
because you
gaming
can
that's
still
come
look
with
through
it.
at your screen, right? You don't have to move around.
Well,
I
the
could
screen
see.
is inside the visor.
What I'm saying is, it would be probably for like the augmented reality in your real world while you're
Mhm.
playing a game. So let's say you're playing Call of Duty and you got like, let's say you have like a full-fledged map and you want to know roughly where your teammates are. You're gonna throw down an airstrike. You see your teammates are running there in real time on your coffee table,
Yeah.
and then you can still play the game on the console, but you can see the effects of your kill
Mhm.
streak or whatever. That'd be really cool.
Hmm.
I'm not sure where they're going with it. Maybe they're going straight full
Yeah,
out
and
headset.
I want to look more into it. Like some of the tech demos that I saw were like amazing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like you get you put screen on any surface, you can like do all kinds of craziness with it.
Yeah, I think I saw. I don't know if it was theirs or someone else's augmented reality, and like, yeah, you can put screens everywhere, but you could still tell it's in its early
Well,
stages.
yeah. It's again. I think the whole industry of AR and VR is like
In its infancy.
yeah,
Yeah.
and we
Oh,
get
yeah,
to,
it's
like
just
we
the tip of it.
understand that it's going to be amazing, but we're just going to watch it step by step as it gets fucking cooler and cooler and
Yeah.
cooler. It's not cool at all, but more interesting and more
Mhm.
exciting.
Well, you know
like
what?
I wonder if wearing a thing on your face will ever be cool.
No, that's like my biggest thing is I saw like again the Sony VR and I
Yeah.
was debating. I'm like, I don't know if this is something I can get into. It's just like to get to that level of gaming. I don't know if it's for me.
It's not
Yeah.
game.
Like,
it's
I'm not
an
saying it's-
experience. It's not
yeah,
even gaming
exactly.
anymore.
I'm
It's an
not saying
experience.
it's
Yeah.
bad or terrible or won't be fun. Like I've heard anyone at least has tried the Sony VR that it is fantastic. Like just try it. It's an
Yeah.
amazing experience. I don't know if that's right for me.
Yeah,
Um,
and
you
it's not
flying in a-
awesome for like extended play. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, it's-
Luka hooked me up with his Steam library.
Oh yeah.
We're family now, and I'll play Fallout for like 8 hours.
Mm.
It's a
You
good
know,
game.
in one
Like
sitting.
if you're into Fallout,
It's a problem. but VR, like you'll play for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and
And you're done.
You'll need a rest. Like whether it's
Actually,
it's like an active game and you're like sweating, you're like, this feels kind of gross,
Mhm.
or just like the headset never rests quite. Well, maybe it's just the vibe, but it never rests quite perfectly
Yeah,
on your
yeah.
head. And so you'll start getting like not sores, but like
I didn't have that problem, but I had like when I was over last time, we played for quite some time, and I had like a headache. I don't know if it was from that or maybe
Yeah.
I didn't have coffee that day, but it was.
maybe,
That's kind of why
maybe
I wanted to
missed my
stop.
nap.
Yeah, like when you guys are like, you go, it's your turn. I'm like, you guys take this
go
one.
ahead.
You take this
Yeah,
one.
I think rotating it around is a good move to,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
kind of keep everyone fresh.
Man
And
up, Luca. It's
Yeah.
your turn.
I had like one beer at his place. I'm like, it can't be the beer. It's only one.
that also could be an issue. Like if you're moving around and all that shit inside there, then
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've done it. There's some things that are like so amazing to do while high,
Okay.
and then there's like I remember one time I got high and I'm like, man, I'm gonna play Vivecraft, which is Minecraft. I'm gonna play Vivecraft.
Oh,
It's gonna
good
be
name.
amazing. I'm gonna feel like I'm really. And I put it on. I was gonna puke. I
Yeah.
had to take it off like right away. I'm like, no, this is not cool. So I
Yeah.
went back to tilt shift, which is just painting. Or sorry, not tilt brush, which is
Oh
just
yeah,
like
I've
painting
seen some of
Yeah,
those.
that
They're
looks
really
cool.
good
Yeah.
that you've come up with.
Oh, thanks, man.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah. So I mean, we're excited for this year, right? It's gonna be a
Yeah.
big year.
I think so.
Actually, one more thing
Yo.
before we go, I want to talk about. You know how you're talking about how the whole, you want the headset to be more, less wires and more
Yeah.
integrated. I think Intel now is jumping on with a headset. I believe it's with the computing power directly on the headset.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
At CES, they've just shown that.
who was it? Alienware. Somebody had a PC that you wear on your back. It was a backpack PC,
Okay. Okay.
and then it, like they
What would that be for?
So this is just so that you're not dragging wires all over the place. So the backpack PC plugs right into the
For
headset
VR.
For VR.
Oh, I was just thought you meant in general they're gonna have a
Well, I mean,
PC on
So
your backpack.
they came out with this thing, and then like 3 days before I think it started to sell is when someone announced like, oh, we just cracked wireless. Because the amount of data that you have to transmit is so high that they couldn't get the latency right.
Right.
And so these random dudes, I don't know, they got it down to I think like 4 milliseconds, which is enough.
wow.
Right.
And then Steam is saying that HTC is saying that the one that they came up with is I think sub 1 millisecond.
Really?
Wow.
But that's still kind of vaporware for now. We'll see when it comes out.
Wow.
But it's just hilarious, like how much R&D there was into this like comfortable backpack.
We did it, guys.
PC.
We did it.
Yeah. I mean, it was already only going to sell like I don't know to super rich people, but
That's funny.
It's kind of weird putting a PC on your back.
yeah.
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 Moving it around and
And that was another one of like
Could have
those,
been a Ghostbusters game. Would have been actually really good at that.
that was another one of those promotional photo things where the guy's like having the time of his life. He's wearing this backpack. It's like, yeah, oh man, it's amazing.
next he went to go play the Switch.
Yeah, yeah. He
It's
had
the
it in his
best
back pocket.
ever. No, yeah, I think 2017 is going to be good for gaming. A lot to look forward to, and
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. Starting with Nintendo this Thursday.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Well, hey, thanks for listening, Marty.
Thanks,
Hey,
for,
thanks
for coming on.
Thanks for
This
joining.
was a good time. I had a good time.
You're
Let's hope
welcome
so.
anytime.
I feel like we haven't talked like this in years.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we haven't talked
Yeah,
like this.
usually
That's why-
we just sit and we watch the television or something.
well, we did watch Rogue One together.
Oh
Mhm,
yeah, that's
mhm.
correct.
but we
Well, I mean, Ashton was on the other side of the room, wasn't he?
yeah. No, he's
Oh,
with
no,
us.
sorry, that was
That was Matt.
That was Matt.
I
my
was
mistake.
sitting next to you.
Oh, you guys were right beside us.
Yeah,
weren't
you were. I was just
Or
so
was Barrow?
I was so
He
enthralled
was
with
on
that movie
the other end.
that I forget everything around it.
I'm
it
a lot
just-
shorter than you are too, so I figured you just might. I wasn't in your field of
Oh,
vision.
Sweet, no one's next to me.
Yeah, I was using that whole armrest. Now I feel
It got a
bad.
bit awkward. I just didn't want to say anything. I don't want to spoil the moment. But
All right.
yeah, no, thanks for coming.
Yeah, thanks,
Anytime.
guys.
So we're gone gaming.
We're gone gaming. Thanks for listening.
You guys are gone gaming.
Yeah.
All right.
Until next time.
See ya.
Peace.